Hi everyone, and welcome to my second installment of codex making. This week, we will be working on quires. For this project, the material used were the following: the skins created for week 2, scissors, a puncturing device. This time I used a cutting instrument used in sewing, yarn, and a ruler, and finally a pencil. The quire making process. Using the lessons of Unit 3, following the instructions of Dr. Sanchez Prieto, I folded and cut my skins in half. Then I folded my first bifolium, which is the smallest codex-shaped book as explained by Dr. Sanchez. The quires are made of different amounts of bifolium. Now we move on to folding techniques. I begin applying different folding techniques on the parchment. I used all 3 techniques to making quaternions. First, using Gregory's rule that skin matches skin and flesh matches flesh, we do the first technique, which is called in folio. This is folding 4 separate sheets and stacking them one next to the other. The second technique is called in quartum, which is folding the skin twice, either each sheet separate, like presented on the demonstration video, or with 2 sheets together, as seen here. The final folding technique is called in octavo, which is the folding of one long skin into half, and then into another half, and then a third time into another half. Here in the video you can see the result. All of my bifolio were folded into quaternions except for one. During week 2, I demonstrated the decorations on holes with thread. Yet, during the folding process, I found the decoration would be damaged. So I decided to save it and have the only turnue in my manuscript. The resulting measure of the quaternions are 178 millimeters by 140 millimeters. Now, on to organizing the quaternions and my lonely turnue. All the quaternions were arranged and cut once again. 2 of the quaternions folded in octavo were not cut, nor given a cord, nor signature, since they will be used to impose the text, another technique used during the Middle Ages. This is to experiment with the process, though to me it seems difficult. Then, the rest of the quaternions, with the puncturing tool, I punched the hole and passed the yarn through the quires to keep them in place. As you can see in the demonstration video, where after passing the yarn through, I tied it together. Also, during the stacking of the quaternions, I decided to deviate from Gregory's rule. This was a decision I made on purpose to mismatch on the page. Though less homogeneous, like the source example, it is something that occurred in real medieval manuscripts, like this example. Finally, the quires need to have a signature. Here are some samples of catchwords and paginations. Although, for my quaternions, I used the alphanumeric system. As you can see on the video, I decided to use the medieval version of using a Q for quaternium, followed by alphanumeric signatures, such as A1, A2, A3, A4, and B1, B2, B3, B4. And so, after everything has been done, our quires are ready to be stacked. They have been hung here in order, so to make it easier for the copyists to move on to writing. And this is the final step for this week. My name is Carla Posinsosti, and I will see you next week as we take on the role of copyist.